Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack and I'm going to show you some nonsense from Mexico City. So in that main place they decided to fund an organization called the Congress to Prevent and Eliminate Discrimination from Mexico City. And as you can see, it is already nonsense. They are just promoting the whole woke far left, your Soros ideology into this. Just for give you an example, well, fat phobia and fat hate. You know what? Yeah, I'm fat phobic and fat hated. I really hate being fat because it's not healthy. It's about acceptance. Yeah, you live in that mindset until your knees start to hurt. As soon as your knees starts to hurt, man, you are going to feel it, the weight of the years, and it's not going to be a very nice feeling, honestly, from personal experience. And this is not the only nonsense going here. A dignified administration. Ah, fucking hell, man. Look, to revive di- diverse space with the theme racism and racist expression, Dr. Luz Maria Moreno Medrano. Of course, Geraldina. Yeah, you see this? This is the president of this organization. Of course, he's a fucking feminist. Feminist, trans, inclusive. And you cannot make this up. And just to show you what it is. She instigates. Sorry about that. To denounce people for whatever they can label as an aggression. Seriously, it's going to end bad for this sacks of shit. Very bad as soon as you expected. It's very soon if we end up defeating wokeness and the whole 2030 agenda of George Soros and BlackRock. This kind of feminists, we are going to make sure, yeah, feminists, we are going to witness feminists being the first ones to actually crying and asking for forgiveness. That yeah, it's in the past. It's in the past. If you give him, if you give someone a punch in the face, you give someone and he gets mad, and then you say, "Oh yeah, it's all in the past." Yeah, you know it's nonsense, but that's how they operate. And also, you can see more of this nonsense. They are forcing diversity into business. Just look here. In our service stores of Mexico City, did they ask you to go out of the establishment without an explanation? Did you feel the guards to watch you? Oh man, just for see, just look, this one from Jorge Castro. Sure, if this that is the kind of dude who goes to the your business, treat it normally. After all, there is a little thin 80% of probability to you get assault. Sure. Look, you already see this nonsense? They are the ones endorsing feminism, the false accusations. The false accusation of men, the divorces, the endorsement of the Transformers. Look, here we are. And of course, enforcing pregnant women to get hired when they actually are just already pregnant and they don't want to hire you because you are going to use the maternity leave as soon as you give birth. No, fuck that shit. Look, of course, the communism punch in the air. You know they're communist. Mexico, they don't want to believe it. At least some of the most retarded people don't want to believe they live in a communist country. Well, at least in this city, yeah, they are just promoting communism. And of course, every single state of the country lives in communism if they are just pushing for these eight programs, who which doesn't have the sustainability to actually work without taxpayer money. So just to end this nonsense here, I'm going to show you the main article from these fuckers. The corporate unleash controversy because they sorted to do not celebrate the Father's Day. They hate men. It's very obvious. Since the moment I mentioned it, the feminist, you know, is about hating men. Men are the most oppressed gender of the entire world. You cannot make this up. It's the reality. You have men risking their lives in these dangerous jobs to bring income to their lives because maybe they have families. But now, with leftism pushing for feminism, just look at this. They endorse hating men, and not only that, these families, feminism endorsed women to be underlines and start hating men. And for example, with these families, they just get a divorce. These lawyers, they they endorse the woman to file a false accusation of struggle snuggle, violence, and there you have it. And just to show you this, you cannot make this up. This is an communicated. Yeah, they did this statement. That's that's the word. And just to show you what is here. So we urge to replan in the school celebrations where they highlight the only role model in family. In the, in the mark of the celebrations with the denominate the Father's Day, this Congress, the corporate, we exhort to schools of basic level, preschool, elementary school, and middle school to replant the festivities and commemorations with the motive of the Father's Day, in which highlight the only role model in the family. Well, you want to say, yeah, you say it's the only role model? Well, the truth is, it is. Sure, you have a mother, but who is the main role model who brings income? And not only that, they sacrifice themselves. And not only that, with current year, how they do that and they just get shot on. They just shit on them. They get la- they get screams from everyone. They get insults. And just for example, when a woman is like, yeah, a single mother, oh yeah, look how strong and independent she is. She doesn't need a man. And then you have a single father, not only going to work, interacting with his son, daughter, their kids. You know that. And the society responds to him. It's part of his job. Just imagine, this is just nonsense because you have so many double standards with men and women where you are just going to, if you are just adult, you are going to be, you are being labeled as the roots of the problems only because of your gender. Doesn't that mean discrimination? Oh, but these leftists and these feminists, they do not see that. They will never see that. Or maybe they do, but they just want to keep discriminating to men. So I'm not going to read you all this nonsense, but this is stupid. But here we are with some paragraphs. In the last days, the Congress has received has been receiving files complaints to against educational institutions in which they restrict the participation in the festival with the motive of the Father's Day. So let me guess. Women, single mothers, the so-called strong and empowered, they hate the idea of a celebration for the Father's Day because maybe considering how Mexico City is the California of Mexico, but very poor, and not only that, deranged, more deranged, considering the situation. They don't have the education to actually choose a guy because, well, let's face it, where how much moral you are going to have if your city is the 90% of scams, phone scams, digital scams in the entire country. When they track that data track that, so when you have that scenario, you will notice that it goes down to the path of hate and degeneracy. Because let's face it, government and society, they are just very rotted. And and now with wokeness, honestly, I don't know what else to tell you because they they want to erase the masculine role in society because they want society to collapse. Because a masculine role brings to men a way of being be better, be strong, to confront the choices of life and the hard times. And this is the main paragraph. All you need to know about this bullshit, and you're going to read it to you. Since from the Copret, we reiterate the Article 6D of the Constitution, which they establish that it's an obligation of the protection of every single dependent structured family, manifestation, or form of community in the Article 11. H. Establish the obligation to ensure the right to equality in the families HDTV families formed by HDTV couples. You know, you know from the start that it goes to the same path. They want to erase traditional families and erase society as a whole. That's all you need to know from this organization because it's obvious. It's very obvious how they're pushing it. And I don't know if there is another one like this in other states of the country, but it's just right now in one, and that one is considered a hellhole. And not only that, they are imitating the funny mustache dude from World War II Germany. If you don't believe me, just look at this. If you have a business establishment like this one, when you sell, you have to put this one of those plates or notifications from the government that you do not discriminate people. It's like when you, not you, the World War II Germans, they asked for Jewish for their papers, so they can see if you are just a pure blood Germany or you are just a Jew or a mixed race. And now it's the contrary of that. The roles has been switched. Now it is discriminating regular people with the mixed ideology. So they want to say, yeah, we are not discriminating, we are anti-discrimination by discriminating everyone else. Yeah, I'm going to end this. That's pretty much everything. If you're listening, I hope you have a pretty good day.